What's going on, YouTube family? Welcome to the channel. Since I got my AR-15 built now, it's time to do a video. So my gun collection only consists of 3 firearms at the moment, but the gun collection should be done before 2025. I will explain every gun I'm going to get moving forward from today. So we're going to start out with my very first firearm. This is a Glock 17 Gen 3 Larry Vicker edition. Now I do have 3 17 round magazines. I have one in the chamber, so I have 18 in this gun right now, and I have a 33 round magazine. Look at that rough texture frame, so aggressive, and it feels so good in the hand. The only thing I want to do to this gun is nothing. I don't need anything. I don't need to change anything. I don't need to get night sights, because night sights, I don't care for night sights, and I'll tell you why. But before we get into that, here go my Gen 4 Glock 20 10mm. I do have 3 magazines of 15 rounds. And as you can see, the texture is not as aggressive as the Glock 17. For comparison, these are the bullets. Left is a Glock 10. I said Glock 10. The left is a 10mm and the right is a 9mm. Now, the future firearms that's coming handgun wise, I don't want no other handgun besides a Glock. I don't care how good those handguns are. I will only have Glock handguns. So with that being said, no particular order, but I do want to get a Glock 21, which is a 45 ACP, a Glock 20, which is a 40 Smith & Wesson, and a Glock 45, which is a 9mm. It's the same as something like a 19X. It has a 19 slide, and then it has a lower of a Glock 17. So basically, you have the 17 round magazine instead of the normal. So other than that, those are the only handguns I will get for the time being. I don't see myself getting any other Glocks smaller, only because I have long hands, and the smaller the firearm, the worse it's going to be. For example, like look at my finger, right? If I was to pick up this firearm, just look at it. This is a full-size Glock, and as you can see, I'm gonna put my hand all the way on the firearm like it's intended to be. As you can see, look how far my finger come past the trigger guard. That is pretty far. I don't need my fingers to come this far. So imagine that. This is a full-size gun. So in order for me to put my finger on the trigger, I literally have to lift it up like this, and then I'll change the grip of the firearm and put my finger in. It's just too much. So that's why I don't think I would ever have any other Glock that's smaller than this, besides the 45, the Glock 45, which is a 9mm. So other than that, I don't see myself getting no subcompact, compact firearms at all. So once again, I have long fingers. Now let's jump into the rifle. Now I did buy a pack of 3 strip lowers. Now the thing is, the only gun I wanted to have the same caliber would be a 9mm. So it was going to be my Glock 17 and a Glock 45. I didn't want multiple guns with the same caliber because it just makes no sense in my collection. I don't need 5 different 9mm, because if I have 5 different 9mm, I'm probably not going to be shooting the guns at all. So the only gun I wanted at the time was 9mm. But because I have these frames right here, now when I ordered these frames, I wanted it from Palmetto State. They wanted $50 for these frames. So I made a mistake, and well, I didn't make a mistake. Palmetto State made a mistake. They won't send this to Delaware. So I had to go to another site to get them. So instead of me paying $100 for 2, I got a pack of 3 for $100. So I knew for a fact I would have to have the same caliber more than once in my rifles. So for example, this strip lower, I'm going to turn this into a 300 blackout. I will get a 16-inch upper from Palmetto State, and the lower or will be Palmetto State Armory. This is an Anderson, by the way. This is an Anderson. I did get this for $100 from a website that wasn't Anderson, but when I looked this up on Anderson website, these was going for $85 to $90, and these same frames was in one of my gun stores for $75. So I got 3 of them for $100. So this would be a 300 blackout. So the plans for this gun is getting a 16-inch upper, the lower from PSA, and the only thing I'm going to do to it as attachments, the upper is going to come with the M-Bus sights, which are these pop-up sights. I will get a red dot. I will get QD mounts. I will get a sling, and I will get a foregrip, which is this. And that's about it. That's it. Because I only want the 300 blackout just to have it. It wasn't going to be for self-defense. I just wanted it just to have a different caliber. I didn't just want 5.56. So, yeah, that's that. So now, with the second frame, I have no choice but to get 2 5.56. So with this one, this will be my camping gun. Home defense. Camping. So this would be a 20-inch 5.56. I'm going to do everything. I'm going to upgrade everything on this. I will get the angle grip, the pop-up sights, Romeo and Juliet optics, sling. I might upgrade the trigger to maybe a Geisley, and I definitely will upgrade the buffer tube just to have even more or less recoil. And you know, I have a 20-inch barrel. It's better than it's going to be better than 16. So that's it for this gun. This is going to be only for camping. So now this is my home defense gun. This is my other 5.56, and this would be a 16-inch. So what I'm going to do is turn the camera over so I can better explain this gun. All right, so let's get into this lovely AR-15. Let me sit back so y'all can see the entire rifle. So I got the upper from Palmetto State, which is a 16-inch upper. It also came with these pop-up sights. There you go. So same thing with the rear. Let me see if I can reach it. There you go. So I also have a Romeo 5 red dot on this. It's good at lower light settings, but I noticed the more I go up in brightness, the more saturated it becomes. I'm not sure because right now my eyes is a little blurry. So I'm not sure if that plays a part in it, but when I turn the brightness all the way up, when you look through the red dot, all you see is red flashing everywhere. You can't see nothing else. So I do have the sling, but I'm just waiting to get the swivel so I can attach the sling to this firearm. Also, Magpul. A lot of my stuff on my ARs will have Magpul. Magpul is like Glock to me. So I will be running a lot of Magpul on my rifles. But this is a really nice one. It's nice and sleek. It's not big or anything. Even though I have big hands, once I put my fingers around it, put my index finger right here, it feels good. It's not going nowhere. So once I'm ready to shoot, I'm ready to shoot, and I don't think my hand will slide anywhere off of this. Now, another thing is, I'm going to switch out this grip. The reason why, there's two reasons why I want to switch this grip out. One, it doesn't have the cap that goes here where you could store things. That's one thing I want. I want to put an extra battery into this little compartment here, but I can't with this grip. So this grip will be leaving shortly. I'm going to call around some gun shops to see if I can find a good grip. Second, let's move the gun to the white area. This little lump right here, I guess for the fingers, I don't like it. Because one thing about it is, because of my hands, once I hold the gun, right? As you can see, it's in between my ring finger and my middle finger. So it feels like a big space. So I don't feel like the gun is secured in my hand because of it. So usually what I do is I rise my fingers up like this. Now the firearm feels secure in my hands. So now when I'm ready to aim, it feels better. It feels like it's tighter. I could just grip the gun way better. But now that piece that sticks out is sticking into my ring finger. So today I'm about to call around to see if they have any grips so I could change this out, because I just can't do it. It's just uncomfortable. I need to feel it like this. So if I have no finger grooves here, it'll be a way better fit for my fingers. Now, yes, I may have some overhang right here, but I'm cool with it because now I get to grip it like this. Now I really feel in control of the firearm, but when I do hold it like this, it just feel like it's just loose in my finger. So that have to go. Other than that, I'm enjoying this AR-15. Now, I really don't need the full Picatinny rail up here because there's nothing I need to put up here. Now, I'm not going to do anything else with this firearm besides put the sling on it. For home defense, I don't think I need a light, only because lights give positions away. Now, I know a lot of YouTubers who say they could identify their target, but if somebody broke into my house and I didn't know it, let's say if they broke in and I just heard them in the house, yes, you would need to see whose that is because it could be a family member or something. But also, once you turn the light on, you'll give your location away. So for example, if somebody breaks in, I could just shoot the firearm at the floor and they're gonna send the intruders running. So the light will only be my downfall in some ways because they're gonna know exactly where I'm at, unless I take the light off, turn the light on and put it in a corner and they're gonna think I'm in that corner right there. But once again, you don't want them shooting through the walls at you or shooting in that direction, especially if you have people in the house or wherever the case might be. And look, as y'all can see, the way I'm still holding the gun, because it's comfortable, and I got to get rid of this. So basically, my thing just sits up right here like this anyway. So after I do this video, I'm definitely going to call around and see if they got any grips that don't have the finger groove at all on it. But that's about it, y'all. That's the plans of all my firearms, and I forgot about one. AR-10 308 I'm definitely going to get. So that will be my hunting gun. I don't have anything yet. I will be ordering it probably maybe October. Yeah, maybe October. So hopefully by November, everything will be completed with all this attachments and everything else. But let me know what y'all think about my small gun collection. If you like the video, just hit the like button, leave a comment, support the channel, please subscribe. Peace, one love, y'all.